What up, folks? It's your boy TMC, and welcome to ShopTalk. We gotta do it again. What's up, everybody? It's your boy TMC. Welcome to ShopTalk. Today, we're here with MikeeTakenFlight. Is it MikeeTakenFlight or
MikeeTakenFlight?
MikeeTakenFlight, but today it's going to be DJ MikeeTakenFlight. As you can see, the shop that we're in today is we got two DJ booths set up. I am a novice, a super starter, beginner. I've never done this before, so today Mikey's going to basically be putting me through a crash course on DJ. So for starters, how long you been? What got you into music? All right, into music.
As far as music, what got me into music? Period or DJing?
Let's start with music first.
Music is something I always had a passion for since I was a baby. I'm gonna say church.
Okay, right? Church. So you grew up into church music?
Yeah.
Now, as a DJ, what makes a DJ?
I feel like a DJ is something like an MC, a master of ceremony, controlling people, controlling vibes, just being a master of the whole ceremony.
So in the end, it's all about the party.
Yeah, pretty much. The DJ is the party.
Okay, all right. So today we're gonna just start off with you're gonna show me a little bit of rock and roll. So what we got right now, because you know, people from my generation, they're gonna look at us and they're gonna say, "Hey, where's the crates?"
Yeah, hey, look, we had to leave the crates at home today.
Where's the van?
We're dealing with all new software.
Okay, so today you're gonna show us how to basically rock the crowd then.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with what we have. Back in my day, we used to have the crates. We used to have the, you had 5 guys help you bring everything. You had the big speakers.
Yeah.
Today it doesn't seem that way.
We had to leave the crates at home, and today we got all just the new generation, the software. I'm working with the Numark MT Pro 3, which is the second generation from Numark.
Okay.
Of course, we're gonna be both DJing off the Serto DJ intro, which is the software we're gonna be mixing off of today.
All right. So basically, just to and I'll just show mine. So basically, what all a DJ needs today is you basically got your computer.
Yep.
So your computer is your crates.
Yep. Yep. Pretty much.
This takes the place of all the stacks and stacks of vinyl.
Yep.
All right.
Different albums.
You got your turntables. These are the wheels of steel.
That's correct.
And obviously you got your fader.
Yep. That's the life of the party.
The life of the party. And every DJ needs his microphone, and then you have your headphones. Okay, so all right, so now we have the setup, and so do I have a pretty good setup?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, look, that's basically all the DJ need. Like you said, you got your turntables, your headphones, interface. You pretty much all the thing you need. Get you a nice PC to run, do your interface, and there you go.
And then it's in the speakers.
That's all you need. That is the final step.
Okay.
That is the final step.
All right, so have you ever DJ? I'm gonna call it the old school way.
Old school way. As far as I did it twice at 2 family events actually. That's before I ever known about this board. It was me actually just trying. I mixed maybe like 2 or 3 songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had an uncle who used to DJ a long time ago. He never handed over any old equipment or anything like that, which I wish he had. But just growing up watching Master J, Run DMC, Dr. Dre, all of those, DJ Khaled, you know what I'm saying? All turntable is incredible, I think.
So did it change the game, or did it allow more people that get into the game?
It actually changed the game. I think it is really a little bit of both, because if you ever thought about DJing or ever thought it was hard, it's 10 times more easier for you to learn the experience of a DJ. But it actually got a lot easier as far as what you got to carry. It limits, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, back then you would have to have probably, like you said, like 6 or 7 guys to just take in, at least 3 of them just to take in the big turntable. So it limits everything. If you're on a budget and stuff like that, it's just a good way to start out.
And as far as brands go, would you recommend, not that this is an ad, but would you recommend Newmark to anybody who's starting out, or?
I really would. I would actually, Newmark is good that I've known plenty of professionals that have been DJing for 20, 30 years using the same Newmark boards. It's all about really the experience and the user.
Okay. So, today, speaking of Jam Master Jay and all those guys, we're going to start off with two of my favorite songs.
Correct.
Run's House and Jam Master Jay. I feel like these songs are basically, one, I've always wanted to. If I was a DJ, I always wanted to play these songs at an old school party. I'm an old school guy. So, excuse me. So just beginning out, what's the first thing that you normally do when you're setting up your situation, when you get ready to get into basically just DJing at first? Do you set up your playlist, your music? Do you set it up in your software first, or?
Yeah, I actually normally anything that as far as a selection of music, I do it pre-hand, meaning I do it way ahead of time where I try to base it off the event of the music I'm gonna play. Okay. So if it's a trap vibe, of course, trap music. There have been times where I've DJed where the songs have to be clean in a structured manner. So it's really all about being the way you prepare.
How far would you prepare? Like, if you have a 3-hour party, would you put together 3 hours worth of music?
Yeah, most definitely. I would actually. You always try to really go put over. Because you never know, the vibes could change. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in a situation where it's supposed to be a majority female party and there was a lot of males. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, of course, the music I was going to play for the females, it really wouldn't cater to the audience at a specific time. All
right. So, once again, getting back into this situation here. So, now we're stepping up to the board. I'm brand new. What's the first thing I'm going to just ask you? You see, back in the day, you got the DJ, he got his headphones on, and he's doing his thing. Now, are you one ear? Are you 2 ears? Does it matter?
To me, it kind of matters because I try to keep an ear to the crowd, if that makes sense, and keep an ear to the tune.
Okay, so I'm gonna. All right. So am I
so
good?
So you could go with whichever one is better for you, lefty, righty. It doesn't matter.
I think I'm gonna go with obviously, the ear that's covered is going to be the ear that's listening to what I'm doing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Okay. Much. All right. So first off, before we begin, because I'm just ready to just jump in, let's go over the board a little bit. Talk to me about what I'm looking at and what I need to kind of what I'm going to use the most.
Okay. I feel like
I'm just spinning some tunes. I'm not doing anything crazy.
Two things are going to be your two goals.
Okay.
Is your play button.
Okay.
And your slider.
Okay.
Your slider. That's for any transition. Some people call it mixing. Some people call it beat matching. Whatever the case. These are going your two goals.
Okay. So, what's this?
All right. That right there is pretty much your tempo. You can slow down, speed up. That's how you pretty much beat match.
Oh, okay. All right. So now, is that the same as the sync button?
No, syncing is pretty much like you can sync it from a specific place in a song, from the beginning to the end. That's where your headphones come into play. So if you get ready to transition, you would try to sync to this track. That's where beat magic comes.
Okay.
And that's a little bit more on the experience side.
Now, I'm sure the audience is looking at this, and most guys who are like me, who wish, that trying to live vicarious, the only thing they care about is they just want to look dope. They want to go like this. So, are you going to be able to make me look cool and do like this?
By the time we finish it today, yeah.
Okay.
By the time we finish it today, yeah.
All right, so let's go. So, all right, once again, we stepping up to the thing. We gotta rock these two beats. For starters, have you heard these songs before?
Yeah. I actually got a taste of a little bit. I'm very familiar with Run's House.
Whose
house? Run's House.
And is it a little too old for you? I mean, keep it real.
No.
Okay.
No. They're creators. There's the real, like, I call them OGs of my generation, whether some people know it or not. If it weren't for these type people, we wouldn't be having the music we have today.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right,
so pioneers.
So first off, I'm going to just kind of like give you a minute or two to just show me what you would do with Run's house. Let's start with Run's house, and then after that, I don't go too crazy because after that, gotcha. I'm going to ask you to walk me through
what I just did.
What you did.
Gotcha.
So
say for instance, if I'm starting off with Run's house, I would pretty much, of course, check the crowd, check everybody's vibes. Then you would just go to your play button. Keep your transition slider, I would say, more to the left if you are unexperienced. That way, most of your sound, if you was to mess up on the right side, you're not going to be able to hear it. Okay. You will only be able to hear it in the headphones. Okay. That's a good thing about this transition slider. Whenever you put it in the middle, everything that I do is just played out loud on both sides. So if you was to try to scratch on the right side and miss it, okay, it will be told.
So now let me just kind of break that down into dummy knees. Gotcha. When you're rocking and rolling, are you saying that basically one side? Okay, let me ask this way: do you load on one side most of the time? Like, do you start on is one side like the side where you load the song and really use that as your bass?
Yeah. It really just goes hand in hand. I try to use, like, some boards have 4 where you can upload 3 at a time, 3 to 4 songs at a time. I have a 2 slider, so pretty much I use both sides.
You use both sides for the same song. So right now, while we doing Run's house, do you have Run's house in both sides?
No, not at this point.
Oh, okay, but eventually you would, or
it depends on what we're trying to do. Now, if I'm scratching to Run's house, then I will upload it on both sides. But far as transitioning in an event, you would just basically just have one song loaded on the left, your next to go on the right. Okay, all right.
So right now, all right, once again, step out of the way. All right, so let's show us how you rock it.
Just pretty much, I always start out with maybe my tag, of course, DJ in the world. Drop a bomb or 2. Hit the play button. Let it start out the vibe. Give you what you're going for. Maybe drop a bomb or 2. Okay. That'll just be the basics. And just let it run through. Don't transition. If you're not good with scratching, really there's on every board, there's a button on the wheel where you can press it where if you touch this right here, it won't do nothing but slow it down. Okay. That will be your scratch button on yours.
Okay, I got those. So should you leave those? Mine's glowing right now. Should I leave it glowing?
Actually, no, you shouldn't. If you're not used to scratching that way, like if you are at an event, one thing you don't want to do is stop the music. Okay. That's a big thing. Don't, whatever you do, you might mess up, but don't let the music stop.
Do you ever DJ to yourself? Like,
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And are you as structured when you're DJing to yourself as you are when, say, to a crowd? Whereas when you're just trying to rock the crowd, do you ever just like DJ to yourself and flex and just see what you can do, what you can?
Yeah, that's when I actually call it. I get in my star power moment where it's just like when I DJ, it's just be back in my own room again. It's like I really don't see people. I just really match my own vibe. Okay, and so it basically ripples out.
So we're gonna end up with that one. But all right, so right now I'm gonna recreate what you're doing. So I'm just stepping up to the plate. I have I'm looking over the crowd.
Oh, checking them out.
Crowd looking good. Crowd looking good. You know what I mean? There's the song at the beginning. Yeah, crowd looking good. I got my headphones on.
Yo,
now,
that's the part where you just if you look like you know what you're doing, that's gonna be the good part.
So you can't just stand.
Nah, you gotta look as confident as possible. Like, I do this.
Okay, all right. So now I got this. So I got my slider to the left.
the way to the left.
All the way to the left. Now, so which button should I hit first?
The play button, which is gonna be your green button.
But on which side? On the left or the right?
On the left, if it depends on which song you starting off with. Is your song gonna be on the left side or the right?
Okay, it's gonna be on the left. So.
All right, so if it's gonna be on the left, you're gonna start with everything on your left. Your whole left side of your board is your to go to at this point.
All right. So right now I don't have a drop, so I'm gonna fake it.
Cool.
TTTMC. Boom boom boom. Why am I stopping playing? Oh. Okay. Choo. Alright, so. But right now, I feel like I'm just letting it play. What if I wanna?
Okay, scratch.
Yeah. So.
All right.
So what if I want to give him some razzle and some dazzle?
Okay,
what
a little bit of razzle.
I do?
Would I recommend without no drops?
Yeah.
Okay, I would recommend playing with the filter, meaning that gives you that effect.
And I can do this on this board?
Yes, without actually stopping the music. Period. You're gonna hit the green button, your play button, and your filter is gonna be your treble.
Okay. And I just turn it?
Yep, turn it to the left or the right. You hear that? You hear how it took out?
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying.
But the music never stops.
So what that does is that's a simple way of basically just changing the ambiance of the music.
Yeah, I would call it, yeah.
The breath of the music.
Yeah.
Now,
because you would catch it at the same time you would as a drop.
Okay.
At the same time as a drop.
So it could be like whose house, like.
Now bring it up. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
And then when it goes in the house shot, sometimes. Now, as a DJ, what's things that you can do that has nothing to do with what you're doing here that adds to what you're doing?
Using the microphone.
Okay.
Using the microphone, talking to the crowd, engaging in the crowd, see how they're feeling. If they that's whenever actually really paying attention to your crowd and the audience comes into play. Where, say for instance, if you're playing slow vibes, and you notice that a lot of people are standing on the wall, you should know as a DJ, okay, it's time to switch the tempo. We need to play something more upbeat to get people on the dance floor. So at that particular time, I would go to something what I call throwbacks, where it's something that everybody knows, everybody, young, old.
Ron's house.
I mean, it depends on, you know what I'm saying? It depends on, but me, but in particular, I'll probably go back to Kanye.
Okay. So now, what's does body language have anything to do with entertaining the crowd? Like,
it absolutely does. Being around, I say DJing in clubs.
Okay. You
have to watch out for that vibe too, because everywhere there's territory. You have games, let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain things that you got to watch out for and don't play. I have a lot of 2 plays and I have a lot of don't plays.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where at the end of the day, I try not to, if it is a situation where it's like that, you have to find some way to balance it out.
What about the body language of the DJ?
I mean, that actually, like I said from the beginning, the DJ is actually the life of the party. So how the DJ feel is really gonna be how the party is.
So if it doesn't look like the DJ's having fun, why should I be having fun?
Exactly, and that's normally how it is, because the DJ gonna play typically how he's feeling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if that makes sense, you know it's all on emotions. Whenever you get sad, you play this particular type of music. Whenever you're happy and you want to turn up, you play this particular type of music.
Okay.
So 9 times out of 10, when your DJ has to be in his best vibe, and I feel like that's where it just really come out, and it's the life of the party.
All right. So now back to Ron's house. So you gave me a basic. Okay. Now that was with the treble. What about with the bass?
With the bass, I wouldn't recommend bothering that.
Okay.
I would
want to keep the thump.
Yeah, because that's where it comes. Certain things that certain people are used to, like in particular songs, there's certain drops and certain things that you're just used to.
Booms.
And I feel like the bass is typically everybody's tempo of the 2-step.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing you don't want to lose.
Okay. I got that. Now, what is a game?
The game is pretty much that's I would say it's your highs and mids.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it is, but that control pretty much your whole sound.
Okay.
Your whole sound from you could bring it up to 12 notches, or you could take it as low as 0.
All right. So now I'm rocking the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I got my headphones on. This is pretty loud though. How do you get from this? How do you change? Are you able to? Cause it's hard for me to even concentrate now. How are you able to concentrate with what's going on in here and what's going on out there?
Really, I try to particularly when you use headphones, you'll mainly be listening to track number 2.
Okay.
You wouldn't particularly be having it all the way on the left side.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So in your board case, honestly, if I'm not mistaken, if I was to play this, touch that, and touch that right there.
Yeah, I hear that.
And you see where out here we don't hear nothing but that one track. But in your headphones you hear the other. You hear track number 2. See what I'm saying?
Did it scratch out here?
Yeah, I just heard it out there because you clicked that.
Oh. So if it's all the way over here,
it's not gonna do it. There you go. There you go.
All right, so
let's go. We gotta do it. Can we throw a bomb for that one or something? Yes.
I need to respond.
That's okay. So now, as we were saying, so now I'm rocking with the treble. I got my headphones on. I've even learned how to figure out what's going on over here and what's going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
I just did a nice little finger point to the crowd, you feel me? So I got all that. But I want him to say, you want to be down with the king. How do I now, you want to be, how do I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got this. How do I make him say something twice?
Okay, so with that's called a loop.
A loop, okay.
With your board, on the new malt boards, they have different modes.
Okay.
With yours is the pad mode, pretty much. And we're gonna click on pad mode, and as you see, whenever you click the pad, it transitions into loops.
All right, actually, let's get me back to whatever. We're gonna bring the camera around here. I want her to see you with those finger pumps. All right, so what were you saying again?
All right, so right here, this is your pad mode. That's where you can find your loops, your sample sounds, and your different cue effects. So on this board right here, you're gonna click pad mode, which is gonna go to cue. We're gonna go down the loop. So now we're loop ready. So now the only thing you gotta do is, let's play this out loud. Okay, we're playing this up a little bit. Right there. Now you're ready for loops. You click 1 or 2. Preferably, I would go with 3 because it's a little bit longer. But it doesn't matter where you hit it at. It's always gonna be on time.
Now, when you're saying,
just like it just did, it's always gonna be on time. So
now when you're saying 3, what exactly is it looping?
Really it'll be bar 3, loop 3.
3 bars?
Yeah.
Okay.
3
All right.
bars.
So basically what you just told me, you now got me into these little patty things, which is where I really wanted to be, you know what I mean? Because I was kind of like faking it. I kind of do that almost. You know what I mean? Like I'm from the old school back in the day where we could do it all with just a volume control.
Yeah, most definitely. That's it. And highs and mids, you can transition a whole party just like that.
So now that you know what I'm saying, we got off the grandma's turntable, you know what I'm saying? Now you're getting me into the buttons,
Gotcha.
the nitty gritty.
Yes.
So just on yours a little bit, just give me like a quick, 15 to 20 seconds of you know what I mean, button action.
Okay.
And give me a little bit of possibilities.
Okay. Different pads, then you just
What? All right. Let me stop you before you two take my money.
Yes.
Okay, so just to break it down a little bit, because that was dope. What were you doing with all that? Like, were you that was all looping what you were saying, or was there anything else that was in there?
That was looping and individual looping.
Okay, what's the difference?
Looping is regular looping is they automatically give you a type of tempo whenever I might want to manually catch a certain word.
Okay.
You know, a particular word that I might actually want to bring back, like dope, dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but there's no way for them to actually, the controller, the MIDI to actually capture exactly how you want it at that particular time. So that's whenever I go to the individual loops, or some people call them pad loops.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
is that something that's specific to your board, or could you come over here and do that same stuff over here?
I can come over and do the same thing.
Well, by y'all, you have a challenge.
Okay. I come over and do the same thing. Let's see what we work. Okay. Let's go here.
Okay.
Yeah, I love
All right. Now, two things. You made a sound come out of my board that I didn't know was in my board.
Okay, what was that sound?
It was a you know.
Okay.
That's the DJ sound. Like,
yeah.
Do I have any others? First off, do I have any other sounds in there?
Yeah, you actually have at least. Well, really, I'd say with 2 pads, you might have 8. I know you have 4.
Do I have a?
Yeah, a siren.
Oh shit.
Siren.
So how do I get to that?
So you're gonna go back to your pad mode.
Okay.
You click it this time. Right now, you gotta notice where you at. You're in loop.
I'm in loop.
You should be in sampler. All right.
Okay.
Now, if you click on number 1, there should be a sound effect. There it go. Voila, boom. Yeah, I told you. He gonna be a DJ, professional DJ by the end of this session. I'm telling you. MikeeTakenFlight. See, boy, Jake.
All right. So now what's the 2?
Yes, sir. Software is so crazy. The MIDI is so awesome.
Okay, I can fuck with that one.
Okay, that would be. I would use that as an intro.
Yeah.
Wind up intro. Yes, sir. Love it.
All right. So we're back to Shop Talk. Now, before the break, you kind of hit me with some new stuff, man. Kind of blew my mind. I'm still kind of flexing on it. I can't wait to really, try. So, but there's 2 other things. Now, you've already spoke about loop. What's Q?
Q is pretty much that is going to be the position and your marker to where you want to start or end a song.
Okay.
Meaning that if, say for instance, if you was on track 2 and you had a song already going, you could put track 1 at a specific verse or hook. Start directly on the hook instead of starting it from the very beginning of the song. That's your cue.
Now, do you ever use cue within the song?
Yes, those can be set as your individual loops.
Okay.
You can use those for individual loops.
Okay, so it's just a matter of preference using loop versus cue.
Yeah, it's all about yeah.
All right. Can you show us, you good 15, 20 seconds of using cue and in the way in which you would rock and roll with that?
Cue. Okay. So let's see.
Okay, before you start, is loop more something that is easier to do in the heat of the moment, whereas cue is something that you kind of have to foresee?
Be precise at that moment, because Cue is that you have to be automatically precise. That is, I'm gonna say, your showstopper. If you want to show out, you do that. Like, you know, for instance, you have youngins now. They start their little dance off. Hey, hey, hey. So you wanna, at that point in time, you try to keep that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where they dancing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll just be that's your showstoppers, but you gotta be specific, precise with it. As in loops, it's more of if you just want to just throw a little something in there. You know.
Now, how do loops or cues? How do you know when to do what you're doing? Like you sat down with Run's house, and while you know it's not your everyday song, you were able to just any given 15 seconds just rock and roll with that. Do you have to? Can you miss your mark and still loop, or do you have to get it while the getting is good?
I prefer it depends on it depends on how bad you miss it.
Okay.
Because I've been times where, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not perfect. There have been plenty of times where I messed up during the event.
Okay.
Don't nobody know. You know what I'm saying? That's where being confident and knowing that it's pretty much like stage presence. Okay. You can know that you messed up, but until you show it, then, you know, I've been times where I've accidentally been playing the song and I accidentally hit the button. You know what I'm saying? Where my arm might hit it. That's where being the master of ceremony just come into play, where you grab the mic. Yo, you already know what's going on. You start dropping your bars like it was meant to happen. You know?
You already know.
Yeah, you already know. If you can hear me, this is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, Blau, stop bumping the table, Blau.
Because you will have people like that too. And being a DJ, you do have to deal with, sometimes you have to deal with alcoholic people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Where you have to, at the same time as you trying to write in the middle of a song transition, you got somebody, hey bro, can you play this song? And you just always have to just, it's a job. It's a full-blown job. A lot of people don't think it is, but it is. It's actually, everything that you do is literally like this to the next song that you're going to play.
You know, it just dawned on me that you don't have to worry about anybody bumping your table anymore.
Well, today?
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah. Back in the day, it used to be a thing. You know, you're doing your thing and somebody bumped the table and it would make the record scratch.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it anymore. See, technology, folks. So, all right. So if you can just give me another 15, 20 seconds, you know, of a little bit of cueing and looping.
Okay. And is it possible I can explain what I'm doing?
Absolutely.
Does that make it better? We're going to start off with a cue. We're going to go. Who. Now we're going to go manual looping, where we're going to let them do it and let them choose. Then I'm going to add an individual cue. Let the individual cue go. Start it again with an individual cue. Individual loop.
Now, do my board have the ability to use both the cue and the loop at the same time the way yours did, or do I have to switch in between?
You have to. It's a little bit different with yours because the pattern is different.
Okay.
But yes, it can be done.
Okay, so now, before, I come up here and just straight destroy.
I feel you. Don't do that.
Can you? Yeah,
You talk that.
We'll talk that talk. So can you show me a little bit of cueing and looping on my board?
Yeah.
All right. Let me step over here on this side. Camera, come on over here because we want to get.
Can you move that mic?
Yeah, we want to get everything that he's doing. You know what I mean? We want to get the magic touch.
First of all, we're gonna go back to Okay. Oh, yeah, your boy got some stuff up here now. All right, so what we're gonna do. We're gonna change the cues though because I don't want those. I don't want those particular cues. So.
Oh, my cues whack?
No. It's just saying because them individuals, I have to make them. All right. So we're gonna loop first. We're gonna let them loop it. We're gonna go with 2 bars. Who's. Let it ride. Now we're gonna cue it individually. Let's go back to loop. Let them do it. 4 bars. Add an individual. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the cue is too. Cue, I told you can individually start it at any type of pace. So say for instance, you want to stop right here. Alright, so now you talk. Yo, what's good? You already know what's going on. I go by T4J. Let's turn it up. That'll start you right back at the same spot. And you will hit the green button. And it will simultaneously keep on going.
But you can, so.
Nah, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Not the pause because that's majority of your play pause.
Let's go back old school.
Yeah, let's go.
It's better just use the volume.
Yeah. Or the good thing about it is with this board, as soon as you know all your sound is on the left.
Yeah.
The further you go right here, this where if you want to do scratching, I know you're gonna ask me about that later, but that's a little bit.
Okay.
That's how they go back and forth. They try to keep that so your track 1 never stops. If you want to add some scratching in there, I recommend going halfway.
Okay. All right. So now that we know how awesome this is, this board. All right, cool.
Very awesome.
So, so now we got a little bit of you showing your showcase. So I'm gonna basically give it a shot for a second. So I'm gonna put this here. Kind of nervous a little bit.
Confidence is key.
Confidence is key. All right. So once again, I walk up to the crowd. I show the crowd what's up.
Analyze them. Show them you here. The party just got here.
Now,
the party until you walked in the door.
First question.
Talk to me.
How do I get the song back to the beginning?
All right, to the beginning. Okay, you can either do 1 or 2 things. A quick way of doing it is just re-upload. Click your button to re-upload.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Now, one thing. Once again, I noticed that. Did that work? No, it didn't. Oh, no. Sweet. Okay. I see that I still got some stuff highlighted here. Are these the cues that you selected?
Yeah. No, them are your samples.
Oh.
Them are your samples. There's no...
Oh, okay. There are no cues set up.
No, because they're automatically... The cues that are automatically set, they already set.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's some stuff in here set already.
Just like the samplers that are automatically it's stuff that just come with the software. With your particular board. Now hold it. Do it again. One.
Okay. Now
hit the green button. Now let your finger go.
Okay. Alright.
Magic.
They ain't ready.
That's that.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready yet. Cause I ain't ready yet. I gotta tame the beast before I let him out of the cage. So first thing what I wanna do, I wanna hit him with a
Okay.
just to get them like, you know what I mean? Okay, first song, like would you start off with a song like this?
Run DMC, it depends on the event. Honestly, it really.
Okay,
depends.
would you start with a song this fast?
No.
Okay.
No, I would particularly start off with something like Kanye West, Can't Tell Me Nothing, something of that vibe.
Now, when you set up, I'm kind of stalling a little bit here. When you set up to rock and roll, does your set begin when you hit that button for the first time and start playing your first song, or do you have like a warm up period?
Nah, I always have a warm-up period. For one, I try to DJ in the morning before I get ready to have the event. So I'm already like DJ kind of ready, and so I put up my board after that. I play with it for at least about an hour, so I know that my computer is still intact. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna run. I don't have no problems with transition songs, because sometimes you will have where you might have all your songs on a removable drive, and you know after switching out removable drive so much, some files get missing. Yeah. So there might be a particular time where you put your removable disc in and you look for songs and they have the question mark, meaning files are missing. Okay. So then at that particular time, I've had that happen right at the end when I got ready to transition the song, not being there at the time. But yeah, there's always I've always tried to make sure I'm there at least an hour early.
So with that said, once you're there, do you ever put songs that you like in the beginning? So why you say you start with Kanye, like, do you find that it normally take a song or two before people get into the mode of the party, into the mode of what you're doing?
I have I particularly have my music divided into 4 crates. Okay. Really. One of them is start up, switch up, and turn up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my way of doing it. So every startup song that you could really think about, from if it's a ladies vibe, from Mary J. Blige to you know what I'm saying, Alicia Keys to Nicki Minaj.
Do you replay songs?
I try not to. If it is a particular hit, then yes, I will run it back.
All right. Is there a time where you're like, man, I should have save that song for later?
Yes. yes. That's where it come into play, where a lot of people come in too early. Where you normally expect as a DJ, if I'm supposed to be there at 9, doors open up at 9, usually people start arriving 10:30ish, 11 o'clock-ish. Yeah. So it give you at least an hour to just bypass time. I've been to some events where it is from 5 to 10 and people there at 5 o'clock. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It is automatically, instead of there's no startup now. Okay. It's straight going to switch up. Okay. When in actuality I should have still started out on startup, but just not as many songs as I normally would do.
Okay. So you have your playlist, but as you're going, there are times where you're like, the next one that's up, I don't really want to put that in.
Yeah, but I still play it.
Now, is everything loaded in the order in which you have it in your computer? Or so I mean, you still have to individually go in and find that song?
Yep, it's all about vibes at that point.
Okay, and is that just a matter of knowing the music that you have?
Yeah, knowing the music and the DJ knowing his crate. Okay. You know, so you should really know everything that's pretty much from top to bottom, from oldies, the twerking, the ladies, the, you know what I'm saying, like I said, back to the oldies.
You got anything in your crate you haven't listened to?
No. No, not at all. Not at all.
All right. So now I got the crowd. I hit them with one of those. I hit them with, where my bomb at? Is that the bomb?
No, there you go.
I don't think I have a bomb.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, I got the I got a bomb, y'all. I got a bomb, y'all. And this is how a DMC get.
Hey, look, you did it though. But it's all about that. It's all about that precisely.
Okay, yeah, it's all about being. Okay. So now I want to add in just a little bit of scratching.
Just a little bit. Now, what is the difference between scratching outside of that sound and what we just did? Do you scratch ever to cue, to loop?
If that makes sense, or is that just
Yes,
okay.
whenever I'm trying to be fancy.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever I try to I get in my vibes where sometimes the music is just going and it makes you feel that way. It makes you want to I always get that feeling like something's missing.
Okay.
So that's where it might come into play where you add and then a bomb. You know what I'm saying? Where it just enhances the mood.
Would that be more of something right now in today's era, scratching more of something I think I even asked you this earlier. Do people even scratch anymore? Like, would you scratch at a party per se, or is that something that you would start off with? What you just showed me, that's more of an intro and an outro.
Yeah, for nowadays, I feel like scratching has become obsolete. I like to scratch. It's crazy how you will meet a lot of people who say they DJ and don't even have a board. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the term DJ is just thrown around a lot lately. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Now they play some music at a party.
Yeah, pretty much, and they just once a person it's not hard to. I wouldn't call it being a DJ. It's really not hard to control a party.
Okay, so let's get a little bit, maybe 10, 15 seconds of just a little bit of scratching for the old heads that's out there.
So we're gonna do what we scratching. Any particular song, or we're gonna go with Run's house?
Yeah, let's keep it with Run's house for now.
All right, let's keep it with Run's house. Let's start out with, because it's hard to miss me.
Okay. All right.
I was about to say I get carried away.
Now, is there any way for me to fake any of that?
No.
Okay.
But I can say there is levels to it. Where at the end of the day, you said something about scratching during a party.
Yes.
There's ways you could do it. That's where your transition come in that of play of. If you're controlling the left side of the board, all of your music is coming out of the right side. I mean the left side. That means that your slider has to be at least a chord, I would say maybe 2 or 3 centimeters off to the left. That way, the scratching won't be as loud. Because mainly, if I'm all the way on the right side of the board, every scratch you're gonna hear everything. So if I mess up, you'll be able to hear that. Far as if I'm playing over here a little bit far to the left, it's lower.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's more easier to where right there you can't even hear it.
Yeah.
But I moved that over. So that's why you see a lot of DJs, they moving this a lot.
Now, is there a touch to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There is a certain touch to every board. I feel like is different. Because you have your turnarounds.
What do you mean?
Where you take and I go up and then spin. Now listen to the difference. Now just spin it. No, you see how you went up with it?
Okay.
No, don't go up with it, just spin. Hear how that sound?
Yeah.
It sounds like boom, but when you
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You can end a song like that right there where somebody might be like, hey yo DJ, cut that right quick.
But the point is when you're scratching, it's a direction and then an opposite direction, or
every scratch. I would say that's really off of feeling. Off of feeling at that point.
Oh my God.
It's all off of feeling. It's all off of feeling.
Okay.
And get the
I can get that even without music playing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make that sound?
That vocal.
Yeah, vocal.
You gotta go to. always it depends on what type of waveform you're on too.
Okay.
Because if you're on a darker part, that means you have more bass and stuff like that. Because bass is really what make the.
Oh, okay.
So if you're on a thin part of the vocal, it's gonna give you a little more of a scratchy sound. You hear the bass in it?
I do.
Now see, try controlling it from the inside of the board. Like put your hands in the middle. That's right here. How does that feel when we do it? It don't feel right, though.
No.
That's what I mean about it's all about feeling.
Okay. In fact, I would like to be over here, but you know.
You see, everybody preference is different, and it's all dealing with how the DJ feels.
So I'm going to give you just a few seconds of some niceness.
Talk to me now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. T4J in the building. On the ones and twos. Now get a loop.
Okay. I got a little loop crazy. So, alright.
Now hit number 2 again. Cut it. Chill. Look at that, yo! Who? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey.
Okay. So now, I'm nice. I'm nice.
Gotta drop the ball for that.
I'm doing what I'm doing, but it's time to go to the next song.
Gotcha.
And you know what? Somebody came up to me and it was like, yo, son, can you give me a Run DMC double play? So back to back. So I got, we're gonna go with Jam Master Jay afterwards. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go with Jam Master Jay because I didn't give you Peter Piper. So, had I given you Peter Piper, that would be nice. Maybe on the next one, guys.
Gotcha. There will be a part 2 on this one.
So, we got Jam Master Jay next. So, how do you go from one song to the next? Are you using, obviously, now it's time to work some magic on turntable number 2.
Mm-hmm. Where me personally, if you just start now, I would say the best way to transition is to let the song fade out. Okay. And do as I would say a 4 bar count. Well, a 4 tap.
Okay.
Because every song is based off 1, 2, 3, 4. On your 4th tap, I feel like that's whenever you should hit your play button.
Okay.
At that particular time, it should 9 times out of 10, if you play the right vibes, right tempo at the same time, it should automatically beat match itself.
So you got your cursor in the middle now at this point?
Yes, sir.
Not your cursor?
Yes. Slider.
The slider in the middle. Okay. So, and 1, 2.
You at the end of the song?
Oh, no. I should be at the end of the song.
Mm-hmm. At least somewhat close to it. Because in that particular way, now we talking about what I actually want to get into is as a radio DJ, where you don't actually let the whole particular song play through. Now you're just playing, you're going from hook to hook, verse to verse.
Okay.
And transition.
Alright, so now I'm at the end of my thing. I'm kind of like letting it 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know what I'm saying? If you would have did it 1 second earlier, you see how automatically just transition together.
Alright. So
that's where now, if you want to throw in there and make it look like a professional, now you throw a sound in there.
Okay.
At that particular time of that transition, so if that happens again and you do miss the beat, that silent carries it out.
Okay. Let me get. Okay.
Silent.
Okay. Niceness.
I told you. People will be professional DJ by the end of this session.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. Hey, if you want to get at me, it's at TMC for JMC on Instagram. In fact, while we at that, spitting out things, how can people get in touch with you and where can you find you?
I'm on all platforms at MikeeTakenFlight. That's Mikey Taking Flight, or you can hit my email up at MikeeTakenFlight@gmail.com. Mikey Taking Flight.
What's up, folks? So, thank you for watching this episode of Shop Talk, and as you can see, I got my own little setup here. And I've been practicing a little bit, not as much as I wish I could, but hey, I just wanted to show you guys that I do learn, and I took some of it and went for it. So check this out. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.
To create what I call the great, till I make the song, then I prove the wrong. See my song so strong and make them come along. Come in the door, get on the floor. Hard rock, hard hitting, hip hop, hardcore. Cause the casualties and catastrophes and tragedies. For the suck MC, use the street. We had, what? A whole lot of superstars on this stage here tonight. But I want y'all to know one thing. This is. And when I say whose house, y'all know what time it is. Whose house? I want to get ran not a trend, but they said rap, scrap and liver, pass the band to the ruler came with a cooler name. Made you dance and prance and draw the fans. The same name is Run, my son. Number one for fun, not a gun that's done and get done by none. The other act, in fact, just whack. I kill. It's fun, my son, and heads the bill. Who's I'm in the house. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. DMC. I'm in the house, I'm in the house, and this is how DMC turn it out. I'm in the house, and this is what DMC be about. Well, my name is DMC, the all-time great. I bust the most rhymes in New York State. Reporters climb, producers jive. They wanna be down with the king. DMC, the all-time great. I'm a kid man from the king. The one waters climb, producers jive. They wanna be down with the king. The wanted man from the wanted clan. Wanted by every fan across the land. Not G-A-N-G off the street. R-U-N from the king complete. Who man from the king? The wanted man from the king. 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 The A-N-G off the street. U-N-D-M-A complete. Who's high? Runs high. Who's high? Runs high. Get on the mic and I'm in the house. Just jive. I'm in the G-A-N-G off the street. G-A-N-G off the street. U-A-N-G off the street. U-A-N-G off A-N-G off A-N-G off A-N-G off the one. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. And this is how DMC turn it out. I'm in the house. This is A-N-G. They want A-N-G off the street. They want A-N-G off the street. They want A-N-G off the street. R-U-N-D-M-C complete. Who the wanted man from the king? The wanted man from the king. 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 The wanted man from the wanted clan. Wanted by every fan across the land. Not G-A-N-G off the street. R-U-N-D-M-C complete. Who A-N-G off the street. R-U-N-D-M-C complete. Who G-A-N-G A-N-G off I'm in the house. I'm in the G-A-N-G 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 A-N-G off the G-A-N-G off the street. R-U-N-D-M-C complete. Who's high? Runs high. Who's high? Runs high.
Hey guys, it's JMC here from TMC for JMC Show. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe. Down below.
If not, we're gonna kill you. Nah.
We're not gonna